Hey guys, welcome on in to Amanda's Favorites. If you're new here, I do planner reviews as well as I share my own personal planning. I have 2 videos a week now, generally on Tuesdays and Fridays at noon Central Time. And I share a Zoom call every single month with my patrons, as well as throw extra personal videos up there. And sometimes when I'm able to share launch videos there early. Once you become a member, you can view all my past monthly videos and Zoom calls, and there is no commitment. You just do it on a month-to-month basis. I'm so grateful for all my patrons, and we have really become good friends there in the Zoom calls. They are a great community and so supportive. Today's review is going to be Rad and Happy Planner. This planner was actually loaned to me by Tara, my friend. She's at Homeschool with me on Instagram. I will link her down below. She was like, I'm not going to use this right now. Like, why don't you just take it? And I was like, okay, I've never reviewed Rad and Happy before. And so I think it would be fun to put a review up for it and give it a try. So that's what we're going to do today. I do not have a discount code or an affiliate link at this time. If I get one, I will stick it down in the description. So I don't have an unboxing to share with you of this one. I am now starting to really try to remember to not unbox my planners on my own and to unbox them in the videos with you because I think that is really fun to see. So Rad and Happy just comes in this black box, but let's go through it. We are gonna look at it together. It comes in 2 sizes, this bigger size and then a smaller A5 size. It has some interesting elements in it. So we're just gonna walk through it from front to back. I did write the specs inside, so we'll get over those when we get to it. It's like a vegan leather cover. It is very bendable, okay? And one thing I did notice when writing in it though, is it's not one that lays completely flat. So if you're looking for it, even if you give it a good go at it, it's not going to lay completely flat as much as many of my other bound books. So you're always going to have kind of like that to contend with, unfortunately. Now, I'm sure as you're using it, it will get a little bit better than that, but it's there. So I just want you to know about that. It comes with 2 satin ribbon bookmarks that do not go really beyond the edge, so you need to pull them up this way. Let's look at the stats really quick on this planner before we go through it all. It comes in a 5x8 for $40, so that's your A5 size, or this size, which is an 8x10 for $45. There was no paperweight listed on her site that I could find unless I am just looking over it and missing it. So there is no paperweight, but I wrote all over this, and as you can see, here's our pen test. There is nothing coming through. My guess would be this is at least 70-pound paper. My guess would be 70-pound. It could possibly be an 80-pound paper. It doesn't have tooth to it. It is a smooth paper, but not slick, but nothing shows through. So it does really well. It performs really well with all pens, highlighters, and that makes sense because there are coloring pages in here. So this is done by a really fun artist. And if you check her out at Rad and Happy, you'll see that. She even has like, I think, some printable subscriptions to print out artwork and stuff for adults and kids to color. It's a really fun feeling, lighthearted, whimsical type of planner. Very black and white, as you can see. And then you add color to it. So let's walk through it. You have your nameplate page. You have your year at a glance, the whole year right here at once for birthdays or travel days or days off school, or if you want to use it for goals or wins, whatever you want to for every month. Then you have a separate one for birthdays. So I guess you wouldn't use that one for birthdays. I do like how she has a special separate smaller one for birthdays and a separate lined page. Her lines are very ample spaced. Then you have year at a glance, yearly habit trackers. I love this because you guys know I use yearly habit trackers because I feel they are more helpful than weekly or monthly trackers. That doesn't mean there's not a place for weekly or monthly trackers. I just feel like if it's a goal that I really want to work on the whole year, like am I moving my body every day? Am I doing my scripture study every day? Those type of things, then I can't see how I'm doing unless it's the whole year, a year at a glance. And then I can see which months were harder and I can understand why. And I can also not feel bad if maybe one week and the next week I only did 3 days each week, because then you'll see overall how many you've done, and every drop in the bucket really does matter. It really does add up. And this helps you see every drop in the bucket. So I love yearly habit trackers. Don't get me started into that. I will link my goal planning video with my yearly habit trackers, which I go into a little bit more in my 2023 goal planning video. But I also did just put up my 2024 goal planning video. I will link both of those for you. I do my goal planning in 2023, I was still doing it just in the planner that I'm in. In 2024, I started a goal planning notebook to stay in and use for many years. So I went on the habit tracking tangent. If you're interested in that, I will link those 2 videos for you. So before every month, you have a coloring page. So if you're someone who coloring is really meditative and you want to sit down and color, or maybe you want a place for your kids to color in your planner because they always want to write in your planner, this would be a great one for you. January is paper airplanes. Look how huge these boxes are, you guys. I cannot express to you, these boxes are massive. They are like 1.75 by 2 inches. They are massive boxes. You have the holidays on there, and she puts fun holidays like Penguin Day, Popcorn Day, Chocolate Cake Day. So if you're someone who wants all those fun holidays on your planner, this planner screams to me to just write on it with bright colors. Like right now I'm looking for, a bright color to write on here with, and just write, movie day in there with the family or something. It screams for you to write and scribble all over it. And I kind of really love those planners. Now, you do have to be okay with the black. I know a lot of people, there's one camp or another that you can deal with like the harsh black in a planner, or other people it's just too harsh. But it really is part of the aesthetic of this Rad and Happy planner. And I do love her whole company name and premise, that it is just add some fun and whimsy to life. Everything is not so serious, hence the fun holidays. If you need huge boxes, this 8x10, these are massive. You do still have a header up here to write anything you want, or leave it blank, or color it in, or put stickers, or washi. Washi would fit perfectly up there. You have lines here for anything you want to write for the month. You have your days coming in for the month in a little bit lighter color and going out to the next month. And let's look at your page here. All right, on your weekly page, this is a really unique layout, you guys. And she also has a separate one for educators, a teacher planner. So you could jump over and look at that too. But this one is dated. Your date is up here. You have a huge to-do space, like basically, and write your list however you want. Divide it up how you want, because it is massive. A to-go space, so your errands. You have tasks. She labels them tasks and not habits for the week. So I think that's interesting. And you could have up to 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. You have meal plans for the week. If you don't want to use it for a meal plan, I could also see this working well for your workout schedule for the week, and or a kid's work schedule, so you can know what times are working, and or your work schedule. So anything you really need, or you could see your big appointments at a glance for the week there. Other is just extra space down here, and you can see on every page she has a little doodle, and she always has a yay right here in between Thursday and Friday, into Friday Eve there, I guess. And Saturday and Sunday are down here on their own, completely separate. So it is like your work week, right? And you have a box up top here for every day. That could be appointments, that could be your focus, that could be the weather, that could be your meal plans, that could be your workout. And then box up here, but Saturday and Sunday are a much smaller space. So if you just needed this for a work planner too, I could see it being well, and this could just be extra notes room that it could work. So I did start filling out a week, having it a little fun. Like I'd probably do my main focus of the day, and then I would do like top 3, maybe in highlighter lines there. I just draw my highlighter lines before. And then I played around in another week going down the chart here with, highlighting my focus up there, and then just listing just by lists. I didn't write out my whole weekly list that week, but I did play around a little bit in it. I really do like the premise of her planner and a lot of aspects of it. And I am totally in my bound book planner phase right now. But I do find this one is a bit big for me at 8 by 10. And A5 size is just too small for me right now. I do dream of the time when my life, maybe when I'm retired and my life fits in an A5 size planner. But you guys who are retired are probably laughing at me because you might be just as busy and you might say, Amanda, your life is not going to fit in an A5 size planner and be that simple. But chime in down below. I'd love to hear that. Then in between here, February, you have hearts and stars. I mean, that is a really fun month, fun things to be able to doodle. I do like one of her premises for her coloring sheets that you can print out. I've heard her talk about before is that making them simple, because adults don't need complicated drawings to color in either, or it's not as, doesn't put you into like a nice, relaxed, meditative state. You know what I'm saying? If you're coloring in really complicated, intricate things, and that's why hers are simple. And I can tell you that it was just very fulfilling to be able to easily fill those in and move on. And I can imagine like coloring all these hearts in different colors and then doing the stars and maybe another color would be super fun. So I had not actually tried her coloring pages until this, and I can attest. And you can see it is thick paper. That's why I said I think it's 80 pound, because I just colored in with this dual tip marker and nothing is coming through there. So there's another pen test for you, marker test. I do like that. Thank Your Mailman Day. I love that day on there. I will say I'm one who wouldn't usually choose to put all the fun, random, made-up holidays in, but it fits with Rad and Happy, and her boxes are big enough that I feel like it's okay, for me at least, and it goes along with her planner premise. So you have that little star there every single week. You have your yay on every single Friday. And let's look at some of the coloring pages just so you can see them throughout. You have rainbows and clouds for March. You have like Vikings. Who would have thought of that? And Viking ships for April. Is that into April? Yes. Making sure I don't skip one. May is a rock star. That's a little bit more complicated one. Guitars and rock stars. Okay. June is narwhals. And is that whales? I think so. Narwhals and whales. That's cute. Okay. That's cute. Let's see what the next one is. July is hidden. It doesn't want to come out. July is dinosaurs and hearts. Okay. August is a little bear. So they don't necessarily flow with like holidays or seasons. September, but this one does, as I just randomly say that. This one is back to school. I love this one. September. This is one of my favorites. Backpacks, school buses, notebooks, rulers, pencils. Of course, this would be a Planner Girl's favorite. October is more going along with the magic theme, like potions. Yep, the potions. And November is dancing pickles. I would not have thought of that. And December, let's see what we have for December. Little penguins, skiing and hot cocoa. Those are cute. And snowflakes. Penguin love. I do love penguins. Who doesn't love a penguin? In December, you have Gingerbread House Day, Monkey Day, Letter Writing Day, Day of the Ninja, Kwanzaa, of course, and Christmas, and Cyber Monday and Card Playing Day. So your days, your holidays are also all carried over to your weekly days. I do like that they're at the bottom of the weekly day, though. I don't love when they put holidays at the top of your week because it's taking up important space at the top when I feel like that's not what we need to be notified of right off. So I do like that they're at the bottom of your day, the holidays there carried over. So you have a lot of notes pages at the back here. I will have to look up on her website how many because it is a lot. They are lined and blank. So the right side is lined. The left side is blank. I like that division. So you have both. Because I love me a blank page too, but sometimes I want a lined. So I don't think you'd have to carry a separate notebook with you at all. Look at that. That looks like a good 50 pages. And the paper, I really think it's 80 pounds, you guys. 120 GSM. It is feeling so thick to me. There's no way it couldn't be. And the way that I handled the marker. You are so rad. I love that. I really do love the happy, whimsical feel of this planner. Like I said, I would say my only thing is I wish it did lay a little bit flatter. And maybe, you can lay a heavy book on it and you could really help with that bump in the middle. It does stay open. It's just, it's a little bit hard to write on the bump spot. But maybe a heavy book on there would help. And I do wish that it came in a little bit in between size, in between A5 and 8x10. I think their teacher planner is maybe only in the big size. I could be wrong though. Their teacher planner has a different layout. I'm almost positive. So definitely check that out if you're interested in this, because anyone could use the teacher planner. It doesn't have to just be for teachers. I think that one is undated. I'm trying to remember from what I saw on the website. But this was one of those more casual, just really fun reviews. I'm so grateful to Tara for loaning me her Rad and Happy. She has used this planner off and on at different times in other years, hence why she picked it up this time. I think it is a fun one. And I would love to hear if you have used Rad and Happy, what you think about this, if you've ever looked at it. Was this the first time you've been introduced to it? Is it brand new to you? Let me know down in the comments. I really do love hearing what you guys think about reviews. If you've used it, if you've heard of it. So chime in down below. Take care of yourselves this week so you can take care of others. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.